I want to apologise that I didn't go ahead with the webinar that I'd aimed to do last Saturday. Actually, at the time I was hiring a suit with my brother and father for a funeral at the time, and just completely lost track of time. It's just been a little bit crazy lately. The weekend before last I was doing my chiropractic exams, and then there was the show with Mark on Tuesday. And then after the show with Mark, we had a man who turned up completely unannounced, and he was completely mentally in a mess. I remember my mum saying that there was someone at the door. He looks homeless. So we clothed him, uh, and gave him a shower, and um, he kept crying when he arrived. He kept talking to himself when he arrived. He was muttering Mr. B and Mr. T and making absolutely no sense whatsoever. So the fact that he seeked me out to try and help him, I did my best to try and help him. But my good friend Michael Clifford tells me just that evening, not everyone is your patient, and there's no truer word. Because, I tried to help this guy, and I found out afterwards that his eyes had gone completely like cross-eyed, cockeyed since he'd had the electroshock treatment done. And the physical trauma came up, and so I was really not sure what to do in that situation. He could be as dangerous as anything because a massive scar across his eye. I was really worried at the time because, I had to go with a PT client, and my mother was looking after him, and I'm like, just kind of, worried for her. Keep your phone on you. That's just like mad, really. So there was no contact for him or anything. I had to call the guys to get his brother's contact number. Then eventually, I got him to agree to go with his brother. We gave him some vitamins, and agreed to do like 2 body code sessions a week for 12 weeks and try and do something. And everything just went completely out the window. You'd say something about 50 times, but this man's brain was completely destroyed. And the sad thing about it is, sometimes in like really, really rare occasions, like people have had like the electroshock treatment and they've been completely destroyed by the system. Sometimes, it's maybe some medication he needs to balance his brain back to normal. But that's not the end of that story with him, because after I sent him back to Cork, he then arrives at Mark's clinic in Boyle and scares his clinic manager, and it's just really sad when you see someone like that, because I think the reality is, you probably need hundreds of thousands in really advanced medical treatment to try and, regrow neurological tissue and regrow, brain that's been blown away. So that's some of what's been going on. And that day your man arrived was the same day that my grandmother passed away. Bless her soul. And I'd never been a part of that 3-day funeral experience in Ireland, where just all of the processes with it. And it was really, really strange to see all of the processes with the church. And I just knew something seemed so off with the whole chanting process that's done during the funerals. And I remember my mum saying after the whole chanting process was to keep people in 3D, because it's not an ascension experience that's promoted through the church. It's yeah, I'd say a lowering vibration. So hopefully in the future, when we become more sovereign and more free, that we'll develop more advanced, techniques to, let life go, and hopefully better hospital care and, or not even hospital, the option of better midwife care and everything to bring life in. So I'm gonna get back on track with making the content, and thank you very much. Have a good day. Take care.